think it's 1 hour. It's counting up.
It's counting up. Where is it? Is it live? All right. Well, we're going to get started.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody, to Kimberly T. Inspires. I have co-host and author Precious Batten with me.
Hello.
And she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. My name is Kimberly T. Mitchell. As I just said, I am also a author and a coach, but I decided to just give my platform to allow other authors to speak and tell them about themselves, especially Christian women who have a voice and have a word to get out. And so, Precious, thank you for joining me today.
Yes, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am Precious Batten. Let's start there. I'm 32 years old. I'm a mother of 3. Halo, Nori, and Zola. And I am a children's book author. I'm also an educator. I've been an educator now for about 6 years. And I was just inspired one day because of a certain series of events. Like I find myself, I kept saying to my children the same lesson over and over, my children at home and my children at work. And that was to keep your hands to yourself, use your words. And so I just decided that I was going to go ahead and put it in a book. And writing a book is something that I wanted to do for a while. I actually was inspired by your book. Yep. So I just, I went ahead and I did it. And I published my first children's book back in September.
Oh, that is great. That's so great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, yes. Okay, so, all right. I am proud. This is like a proud moment, a proud mama moment right now. Okay, guys? Okay. So you said you like to write, right?
Yeah.
Did you always like to write children's novels, or were you writing other genres as well?
No. So when I was younger, literally from like elementary school, I always had an interest in poetry. Mm-hmm. So I used to write poems like constantly throughout the day. Like that's how I actually dealt with like a lot of trauma that I went through. One of my poems was published in like the school newspaper when I was in elementary school. And I remember having notebooks of like composition notebooks full of poems. And like, I didn't even know that it was like a talent, I guess you would say. I just thought like, oh, this is what everybody does, because I wasn't even keeping track of my, okay, Nori, come give me a hug. So this is my son. Okay. Yeah. All right. You made an appearance in live.
Okay, you're famous.
Sometimes kids just have to pop in.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Okay, go lay down, bud. So, I could tell I didn't know it was like a talent, because like I would lose my notebooks, and someone said to me one day like, you should keep track of those. And then I started keeping track of my composition books, and I still have I actually have a whole manuscript of all my poems put together, and I have not published that yet.
Wow. So we got to get started. We got to get started. We got to get all this out. This book is amazing.
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to say, but being that I am the grandmother of these children, I want to just say, when you say, ouch, you hit me, see, she's the smart one, okay? I love her. She talks the kids down off the ledge. I'm like, who hit you? You need to hit them back, okay? I'm still on that, okay? That's how we was born up. Well, no, that's how we was born up and raised. But, we was always saying, you need to hit the kids back, okay?
Yeah.
So it's very important, seriously. It's very important to get the children to navigate through their feelings and not hit, because we don't want children to grow up being aggressive children, adults that cannot verbalize how they're feeling, that they think they have to go through it. And this is also through relationships too, because this is why people are going through so many, I guess, domestic situations, because people weren't taught to use their words to speak.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I know that you do a lot of redirecting. I know it's going to be tiresome, but you have to do a lot of redirecting with children. So how is it? I mean, in the long run, it's going to pay off. I trust God, and I trust that He will actually make a way. Like, if more people would read this book, adults too, I believe adults can read this book too.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel, and what happened, or what made you write this book in particular?
Well, I feel like I don't know, that's like such a complex question. I feel like I learned from an early age that there is power in the tongue, like what you say, what you speak. And like when I was growing up, I literally, like, I grew up in like an abusive household, and it was not as much so as physical abuse, but like very like emotional. Like, I felt like I had to walk on eggshells, because like depending on what I said, I would
Someone is at front door.
I'll get that later. Or maybe I should check and see who's at my doorbell. Hold on, sorry.
It's okay. Listen, things happen. This is live TV. You don't know what's gonna happen on live television.
I'm like, did I order a package? Okay, I did. So that can wait. Sorry.
You can a lot can happen on live television.
Yes.
And it's fine.
Yeah. But I had to. Okay.
Give us 1 second.
Yes,
okay?
please.
It's
so
live,
sorry.
and things can happen. It's a very important message. It's a.
Oh, Lexi!
Oh my gosh, we have another guest. She really surprised us, guys. Guess what? My daughter just came in.
I thought it was a package. I'm like, look at
my
that.
daughter just came in, and
sorry, my house is a mess.
I don't know what to say right about now. We're in the middle of a live. Okay, guys, so we just got great news today. My daughter just came in.
We're gonna have to pause the live.
I don't know how to pause the live. So what we're gonna do is she's gonna be the person that's gonna stop the live when it's time to stop the live.
We'll resume later.
So that's okay. That's okay. Now she got you on the spot. Now Lexi's gonna be looking at you while we answer these questions. She's gonna look at me too. So this is a fun live. This is how I want my TV shows to be. I want them to be comfortable. I don't want them to be robotic. I don't want them to be. Want to join the live? Can you go on Facebook to see how we are? Oh my God! So this is what I want my TV show to be like. Because people do live guest appearances on TV shows.
Yeah, that's true.
They really do.
That is true.
So, but they normally the live guest appearance usually show up on stage too. But I guess she doesn't want to take the stage. No, okay. So So
I just had to just be mindful of the words that I said, and I feel like as a mom now, I am very, you hear about gentle parenting, and as a teacher, I feel like if I'd never became a teacher, I wouldn't have learned how to do that. And I am learning a lot from the teaching positions that I get. And I just try to continue to grow in that aspect. So I just try to make sure that I know in the back of my mind, everything that I say to them will become their inner voice one day.
Absolutely.
And just try to help them navigate situations the best that I can. And just try to I feel like every parent wants this. How do you raise a healthy, whole human being? And I think it starts with teaching them conflict resolution. They don't know how to speak up for themselves. They don't know right or wrong until it's taught. They don't know how to tell somebody how they feel. All of that needs to be modeled And I feel like if that doesn't happen, then you have grown adults that don't know how to deal with anger, don't know how to express their feelings when someone hurts them. Like they don't know how to like just, respond to day-to-day situations because it was never modeled to them. It was never shown to them. So I feel like that's why it's so important and like why I take the time. And I don't always take the time. Sometimes like I lose my cool.
Let's be honest. Sometimes we all adults, right? We all adults and we operating in the flesh, okay? We cannot always be the perfect the parent all the time. So yeah, what I learned is that you have to show yourself some grace always.
Right. Yes.
So even if you have to yell, okay?
I be yelling. Okay?
Get yourself and the self. That's what you're gonna have to do sometimes, okay? But it's very important to get the children to talk about their feelings, talk it out, and put their hands to themselves. As long as we get that instilled in them, that'll be that's good. Tell us how we can find you.
So I am on Instagram, preciously __, Facebook as Precious Batten, and also TikTok, preciously also. And then my please don't do that, Nori. So my website is preciouslycreative.com. So you can find me on there also.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. And what can we expect from this phenomenal author right here in the next coming months or weeks?
Yes. So I do actually have a new book that will be available this coming May. Excuse me, sorry. And it is called We're All Friends.
Nice.
So it will be my second children's book that I will have out. And there's going to be, so my goal is to do like a series. This book, Out You Hit Me, is the first book, of course. Then the We're All Friends is going to be a boy character, which I'm very excited about that because I feel like, although like a lot of people support this book, which is great, sometimes there are parents that may have like a son or a nephew and might be looking for representation for their son. For me, I have a son also, and I want my daughters to look at my books and be like, that's me, mommy, and my son also. So it's like very important that I put out a book with a male character.
Right.
So that next book will be his name is Knox, and he is the main character, and it follows him through a series of events of how it's okay to have more than one friend, because a lot of times in school settings kids argue about, no, that's my best friend, no, you're my best friend. So just helping them like learn like we're all friends, we all work, we all share together, like everyone is included, so nobody is excluded. But yeah,
they also need to learn that as adults too, because adults be like, no, this is my best friend, like this is whole grown adults, and they are still trying to navigate and try to find out, they like, you can't be friends with one-on-one person.
That is so true. So, like I remember being in college, and like me and my best friend, we were very possessive over each other. Like, you got a new friend? I don't want no new friends. So that is true. Like something adults have to learn also. Not right now, Nori. Look, we're recording. You have to go over there.
And next time, you on your show. Go. It's not your show yet. Okay, it's okay. Go that way. Okay. No. Go that way. Yeah, take your brush. Okay. So, yes, I'm sorry. But things happen. This is surprise visits, and I love it. Okay. Everything is not going to be perfect. Okay. If it is, okay, so here's my thing again. I'm always going to put this out there. I don't want a boring TV show.
Yeah.
I don't want a robotic TV show. That's not me. And I always looked at everybody's TV shows. I don't want a TV show where people fall asleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want to ask questions where people are like, okay, but it's going to be faith-filled. I'm going to be talking to entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. I thought it was Amazon or somebody, or one of my favorites, Timu at the door, because I was going to say, open up the box, let's see what we got. Because I was going to say, what is it, books? She gave me these glasses, you guys. Look, alopecia, and look at me. See, this is the thing that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the author. I'm going to let the author speak. But I want to have y'all look at something that, listen. Okay? She got your girl hooked up over here. So.
I can't. Not
All
the
right.
side glare.
Yes, I will. Okay. This is all gonna be. I love it. I love speaking to authors. I love. Okay, so first of all, I already have the book. I was gonna say I'm gonna get the book. Of course, I got the book. She didn't sign my book. I think I signed hers. But
No,
I'm a. Oh,
didn't.
sorry.
We could do a signing.
So we're gonna do a
after.
signing. Oh yes, yes, yes. So we're gonna have to find out where you're gonna do your next book signing and
Yes.
such like that, so that we could get up, have everybody come out there and support.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Is there anything else I wanted to ask you about? Of course, faith.
Mm-hmm.
Faith. Uh, I love helping women who are Christians and who are full of faith and who may have feel like okay, they don't have their passion or their purpose. How did you? Are you the type of person that you just knew that this was always going to be your purpose, that this was going to come out, or you thought it was something else? Like, did you already have this straight gateway? Because some people struggle. Like some people just do different things until they find it.
Yeah.
Or people just know what they want to do. Me, I'm not that person. I have to find little different things, but I'm always brought back to helping other women and giving women that voice and that platform to share their voice.
Yeah, that's a good question too. I feel like, okay, so I'm not good with scriptures and where they are. I like to. Okay, you have to wait. Okay. I like to paraphrase scriptures, but there's some scripture about how like.
That's what Sarah Jakes Roberts used to do. She used to always say, "Listen,
Go ahead. Something like that. Something in this.
It's in that realm."
Yeah, something about how like God is like a lamp and He like lights every step.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like my journey is more like that. Like if you would have asked me, do I think I would have been a children's book author years ago? I would have said definitely not. Like that's not something that I inspired to be. I didn't even inspire to be like a teacher. Mm-hmm. So I went to school for criminal justice. Like I wanted to become a parole officer, and they say like God, we plan and God laughs or something like that. Yes, the plan that I had for my life was something so completely different. But I learned to kind of just let Him guide my steps,
right?
And then I just take it from there. So that's really what it was. Like, I remember changing my career field, and you can go watch with Halo right now. Mommy's talking. And I feel like God kind of communicates through me through like little like hints, or somebody will come and say something like that will confirm something I've been wanting to do. And so like even as becoming a teacher, like my friend was like, hey, you should apply at my job. And then I did, and then doors started opening in that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like I take that as signs of if doors are opening where you are, like you're supposed to be there, if that makes sense. Or even when it came to like writing a book, it was just like a lot of things that were just like, okay, this was confirmation. I'm supposed to do this. Like,
right.
And I still don't know. Like, I mean, we had a conversation recently. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is like my full purpose. And I can be honest and say, like, I'm still praying about that. So, and just praying and trusting God that He will reveal like what else there is He has for me. But I know I'm just being obedient to the things that I hear step by step. Mm-hmm.
I believe that God will open up doors. He give you little increments, little steps. Because if He gave you the whole thing right now, or gave us the whole thing right now, we will mess it up.
Yeah.
So He'll open up one door, or He'll give little steps, give little clues, like, okay, go this way, go this way. He already has the big picture. He already sees the bigger picture. He sees the whole staircase. He sees it. He sees the whole house.
Yeah.
He just give us little bit by little bit. We just supposed to trust Him and just go ahead and walk out onto it. Because if He gave us, if He gave us the whole thing, we're gonna mess it up. Or we're not even prepared for it. I think we talked about that earlier today. If He gave it too much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
If He gave that to you or gave you everything before you were ready, you never know what could happen.
Yeah,
You'll fumble it, definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
So is there anything else you would like to share with us?
No, that is all. I just want to say thank you for having me on your show.
Of course. No,
Thank you
thank
for giving me the outlet
you.
to talk about these things.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
just look out for my new book.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my co-host, my author, Precious Batten. She's amazing. Go check her out. She's on Amazon. I believe I put the website on here. So if I did, I would definitely drop it in the show notes later on. And it's going to be on YouTube. And I'm also going to repost it on my website. That's another thing that I do for authors and entrepreneurs. I put their books and all our interviews, put the interviews on my website as well so people can go out and check it out. Okay? But thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye. We need some exit out music.
Yeah, we do. We need